Hey everyone, Uncle Wilson here. Pan-fried chicken breast is often regarded as a diet food, but for me, I see it as a cost-effective, simple, healthy, and most importantly, delicious meal. What's great about chicken breast is that there's about a million different ways to cook and serve it, whether it is with pasta, potatoes, rice, or in a sandwich. Today, I'll be showing you how to simply cook chicken breast. To create this dish, you're just gonna need 1 boneless chicken breast, and basically any spices you want. But to keep it simple, today we're just going to use some salt and pepper. You're also going to need some oil, but to keep it healthy, I'm just going to be using some olive oil. The first thing you want to do is to make sure that the chicken breast is completely thawed, meaning that it is no longer frozen. You want to make sure that it is completely defrosted or it could end up being raw. It is very important when dealing with poultry to thoroughly cook chicken, as raw chicken contains a lot of harmful bacteria such as Salmonella, E. coli, and Campylobacter. There are several ways to defrost chicken, such as using a microwave, but I found that the best way to defrost meats is to remove it from the freezer and leave it in the fridge overnight. Make sure that the chicken does not touch or drip to any other articles in the fridge, or it may lead to cross-contamination. Now that the meat is thawed, lay it on a chopping board and lightly pound it from the center, spreading the chicken evenly. If you don't have a mallet, you can pound the meat using a rolling pin or even a water bottle. Pound it lightly or you may end up tearing the chicken. After that, sprinkle some salt and pepper to taste. When a recipe says to taste, it means to add however much you like, using your judgment. And the reason we put salt in things is because it brings out the flavor of the dish. Make sure you season both sides. The next thing to do is to heat up your pan to a high heat. One good way of testing the heat of the pan is to sprinkle drops of water onto the pan. On a hot pan, the water should sizzle and evaporate instantly. And add a moderate amount of oil to your pan once the pan is hot. Add the chicken to the pan and leave it there for 2 minutes. Just a word of caution, the oil will splatter around, so just be ready for it. When the 2 minutes are up, flip the chicken over using a pair of tongs. It's a good idea to use tongs over a fork or spatula, as it is easier to control the meat. Sear the chicken for another 2 minutes. When the 2 minutes are up and it's brown on both sides, turn down the heat and let the chicken cook for another 3 minutes. A good way of knowing that it is done is when the meat is firm and not rubbery. When it's done, put the chicken on a plate next to your favorite side dish or in a sandwich and it's ready to be eaten. Just a word of caution, do not put the sizzling hot frying pan in the sink. Leave it to cool down first on the stove. Doing so would deform or crack the pan. Make sure that the inside of the chicken is white and not pink, as eating a medium rare chicken steak would end up with a trip to the ER. Well, that's all, and now you can be proud of yourself for simply cooking the healthy, affordable, and most importantly, delicious pan-fried chicken breast.